Welcome back to The Express at the West End Dog Park. While many of us enjoy dogs as companions, there are some people who depend on them for helping with everyday life. And you've probably heard of seeing guide dogs, but you know there are also dogs that help people who are hard of hearing. Have a look and a listen.
She likes to explore, she likes to do new things, she loves her food.
Chris Wilson is describing her dog, Murphy. The two are inseparable because Murphy isn't only a pet, she's a working dog and helps Wilson, who is hard of hearing.
When the phone rings, she comes up, she'll jump at me, and she will take me to the phone. If I drop my keys, she will also stop me and take me back to my keys, and that happened very quickly because in training you treat them, and I think it took 1 or 2 tries.
Chris has worked really hard, and people tend to think that most of the training goes into the dog, and it does, but by the time the dog is ready for placement, the client comes in and they're a complete blank slate.
Once I was accepted in the program and we were matched as a potential team, we had 1 week of very intensive training, and that occurred at the PADS Training Center.
What is it?
At the PADS Training Center in Burnaby, dogs are taught to alert their owners to things like oven timers, phone calls, and smoke alarms.
They get their training here on site to start with, and then they go home with the instructors and do it in the instructor's house as well, so that they get used to practicing their sounds in a home-like environment.
Good boy.
PADS, which stands for Pacific Assistance Dogs, currently has a waiting list for dogs who help the deaf or hard of hearing. But thanks to Vancouver Foundation, the organization was able to hire an additional apprentice instructor.
The number of dogs that we place is directly related to how many training staff we have to train the dogs. So by adding 1 more trainer, we're probably adding 6 or more dogs a year to our placement list.
PADS always ensures a dog's personality matches that of its owner.
If we have a high energy type of dog, such as a smooth fox terrier, they like to go all the time. And if you place them with somebody who's pretty sedentary, likes to stay at home, it's not going to be a good match.
Watching Wilson and her dog Murphy, it's obvious the people from PADS have made another perfect match. I'm Bianca Solterbeck in Burnaby for The Express.
Hearing dogs are actually called signal dogs, and they're in high demand. There are over 170,000 hearing impaired people in BC alone. You can find out more about the dog program at pads.ca. Now, this next story on The Express is also about dogs giving back, but this time it's to other dogs at Vancouver's only dog blood donation clinic.
Come on, Molson. Let's go. Hi, it's Laurie Stokes. We're here with Molson for his blood donation.
It's Saturday morning at the Animal ER in Kitts, and Molson the Black Lab is here to donate blood.
Hi, Molson.
Our donors are really happy dogs, that it's not a scary thing for them at all, and all of our donors actually are wagging their tails when they come into the clinic, and they're wagging their tails when they leave.
The process itself involves a physical examination, blood pressure check, and lots of cookies.
A lot of our donor owners are people whose pets maybe have needed blood in the past, another pet, or someone whose friend's dog has needed blood, and that's how they've heard of us. Most people don't know about dogs needing blood. When people hear about it, then they think, oh, that makes sense.
Big dogs, at least 50 pounds like Molson, are ideal candidates to donate.
It's around a pint, so the same volume, about 400 mils that a human would give. That's why our donors need to be big enough.
Come here. Up. Yeah.
But not all dogs need the full pint. Queenie the Chihuahua started bleeding after being spayed. She only needed 10 milliliters to save her life.
Certain things bleed, and that's what happened. And she started bleeding, and she started bleeding really quickly. And luckily we had some really great doctors, and they realized that it was time to get some blood on board. And luckily, we have that access to that here at the hospital, and we got some blood for her. And it was actually border collie blood. So now we say she's part border collie.
Today is Molson's 7th donation. He's even come in during emergencies to provide blood for live transfusions.
It's a great feeling. I know that Molson has assisted dogs in the past, and just the fact that he can do that, I think, is wonderful.
After the donation, Molson gets fluids and plenty more treats.
So he just relaxes and takes it easy, and he's good to go in a day or two.
I don't know what we would have done without it. I probably wouldn't have her. And just to be able to, just have it here and just get it, and it's just wonderful.
One donation could potentially save 4 lives or more if you're talking about puppies getting blood. So if you have a happy, healthy dog, big, happy, healthy dog, then they certainly could consider their dogs being donors. Molson, do you want a cookie? Do you want a cookie?
I'm Erin Shaw in Vancouver for The Express.
You could go to the Animal Emergency website to find out if your dog qualifies. Now, you know that saying, every dog has its day? I think Lily does. And we're going to prove it to you on The Express coming up. Up next, Langley's Specialty Savvy Studios.
I understand that special connection between pet owner and pampered pet. So it's rewarding to me when I present a painting.
So Mom wants something a little bit shorter and easy maintenance, especially when it's really muddy outside.
Abbotsford's Fetching Fur Pet Salon. You're watching local TV on The Express.
Help me out here. Swim to it.
Calling all Fido fans, doggy divas, and pampered pups. Welcome back to The Express at the West End Dog Park. Today, honestly, our whole show is going to the dogs with food, fashion, fitness, and even up next, a Langley artist who loves to paint the pups. Oh.
Today, dogs are more recognized. It's not your just family pet that sleeps outside in his house. The pet now has its own bed inside or sleeps on your bed.
And they can even adorn your walls thanks to Christine Savella and her passion for canines and painting.
Well, I'm a pet portrait artist, and I basically work from people's photographs of their pets, and I capture their expressions and their personalities on canvas. Once they email a picture, we discuss about size and style and color. So tell me about your dog. Through the photograph and the combination and the personality description, I take all that into account and inject that into the painting. So in the end, I'm delivering a beautiful portrait that captures the pet's personality and unique character.
2 things lost on photographs, according to her many satisfied clients.
The painting makes it seem to me more like art, but that's definitely more of a personal taste. It's the artist's interpretation, while a photo just captures the image of the animal.
I guess when I was young, I was always sketching and doodling and painting pictures for my family and friends, and I got a kick out of watching their reactions. I got into pet portraits because someone had seen a portrait that I did of my dog. So impressed by it, they wanted to get their own dog done.
After that first portrait nearly 4 years ago, the requests started coming.
Nowadays, it's been like the younger, hipper, modern crowd who's looking for like a less traditional pet portrait. I guess people are so into their decor and they want a painting that they can incorporate.
To date, she's finished around 50 portraits.
This is actually a pet memorial painting.
Do you get a lot of memorial requests?
Yeah, it's heartbreaking to have to hear their stories about the pain they're going through, but having your dog captured or immortalized in the painting helps with the healing process.
Good speak. She captured his spirit. Our first painting that Christine did, actually, that Their first dog, Phaethon, is no longer with us, right? And so by having that painting, it always really feels like he's always around. His presence is always there.
Well, I understand that special connection between pet owner and pampered pet. So it's rewarding to me when I present a painting and they've got tears in their eyes because I was able to capture their true spirit and essence.
A constant reminder of your canine companion, now just a brush stroke away. In Langley, I'm Peter Kim for The Express.
In the Middle Ages, in paintings, young dogs were often painted next to people as a sign of health and wellness. Seems like Christine knows what's going on. You can find out more about her and her work online at savvystudios.com. And once you line up your pet to get their portrait done, make sure you make an appointment with this next Metro Vancouver business, Fetching Fur Pet Salon in Abbotsford.
Whether they're black, white, or purple, every dog that comes to Nina Leightonen's salon gets the star treatment.
There's so much fun stuff that you can do, with the hair when the clients will let you.
It all starts with a bath and ends with a trendy cut.
So Mom wants something a little bit shorter and easy maintenance, especially when it's really muddy outside.
Nina is the owner of the Fetching Fur Pet Salon in Abbotsford, and together with her co-worker Jen Davies, she cuts and colors hair for man's best friend.
One thing that I specialize in is the creative side of it. Jen is very good at technical, like to the point, and I've been trying to stretch my limits and doing the creative cuts to bring out their cuteness, to do something different than everybody else.
So how creative does Nina get? Well, check out the recent looks her dog Jet has been sporting.
Just coloring the Olympic rings took me 3 hours. And then, after they're dried, you have to do a lot of touch-up.
In fact, Nina is a certified master groomer.
I actually went to school to learn my trade, and after you learn the basics, you have to be tested to become certified, which I have done. I've done my testing and been judged.
Nina uses a vegetable-based color on the dogs that can transform them from hot pink to deep purple.
Okay, and what kind of a procedure is it? And we'll let you go. What kind of a procedure is involved in dyeing their hair?
Well, first of all, you have to have a clean dog. So we have to bathe and brush and dry the dog completely, so there's no oil or dirt. And then we apply the color, and they just have to sit for a little while.
And so if people want to do this, hi, I'll pick you up again. If people want their dog to look a little something like this, what can they do?
You let a professional do it.
So once your dog has been cut and colored, you can check out Nina's boutique, complete with dog sweaters knit by her mom.
I'm actually looking for a sweater for my dog. Yeah, and I heard that these ones were really nice. I was talking to a neighbor of mine, and he shops in this boutique. I'm sort of leaning towards this one. My dog, although he's not showing it right now, he is very flamboyant.
So what's next for Nina? Well, she'll be transforming her poodle Jet for another competition.
He's not going to be he will be she and wearing roller skates.
I'm Bianca Solterbeck in Abbotsford for The Express.
Yes, good boy.
Fetching Fur is the only dog spa in Western Canada to offer mud therapy for dogs. Apparently it soothes their muscles and it's great for their skin and their hair. Now that's it for today's Express, our Fido Fans special. I'm Johanna Ward, and on behalf of everybody on the show and their dogs, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.